Hello, it's Kim Porter, transformational life and business coach for women. And I wanted to get on today and let's talk about how to get out of a negative spiral. Brene Brown calls this a shitstorm, a shame shitstorm. And I fully believe that we can get into these negative spirals. And if we don't have the right tools, if we don't understand what's happening, we can actually really get into a depression and it can really take over our lives. So if you are someone who is battling severe depression, or if you're having suicidal thoughts, please go see a licensed doctor or therapist, someone that can help you with that. This is really more for people who are feeling sad, who are maybe having a hard time feeling joy out of life. These things can happen. This can be, especially for women, can be hormonal and they kind of come and they go. A lot of times it's, on a cycle, per month, when you're having a day and then you're like, oh, okay, that's over, move on. Sometimes they last days and sometimes you don't remember the last time you felt joy. And so this is for those people that are maybe feeling that way, that it's hard to feel joy and happiness, and the sadness seems to be just burying you. And I know, I've been there. And so I understand what it feels like. And your family may not understand. The people around you, your friends, if they don't deal with something like this, if they've never seen anything, they may not understand. And so that's what I'm going to share with you today. One of my ways of kind of getting through times like this, because it is my mental health toolbox that has helped me deal with moments where the sadness feels to last, like it's going to last a long time. So when you're studying personal development, you're studying mental health and things like that, you find go to gratitude. Go to gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude, and feel positive about your life and just choose joy. But when you're not feeling, if you're sad, you can't go to gratitude. When you're sad, you can't choose joy because you are too far down the negative spiral. You've just gone too far down. And so it's just what I see it as, a compounding of negative thoughts. So something will happen and it'll just compound, and all of a sudden you're down the cycle of you're in the middle, like it's almost like a tornado. So you're in that inside spot and you cannot get out of it. It takes time. Sometimes it takes time, and it just takes time to get through. Sometimes people need medication to get through it. I have found that I am able to bounce back much quickly, but things happen sometimes where, especially I'm 40, pretty sure I'm going through premenopause. I'm having a conversation with some women right now on my Facebook. I know I'm not the only one, so we're going to make this a conversation that we talk about, because working as a transformational life and business coach, I'm working with women in helping them improve their lives and taking their power back, and then also building a business. But as women, we deal with the emotional parts as well, being a mother, being a wife, and all of it affects each other. You cannot have one thing without the other. So it is very important to talk about both and all the encompassing things that go along with both life and business coaching, because you can't have a successful business if your life is in shatters, and you can't have the other way around. Can't have a successful business if you don't have the energy or you feel sad all the time. So it really does make a difference. So how do you go from sad to joy? How do you go from sad to happy? How do you just go, maybe not even to joy, maybe it's just feeling grateful again. Okay, I'm sad. How do I get to feeling grateful again so I can start moving up this emotional scale? The emotional scale is really important to understand. All feelings have flavors, all of them. I feel like sometimes it's like an ice cream where you have anger and disappointment and sadness, and then underneath that, all of that, and the kind of the cone of the emotional scale is hurt. And a lot of times it comes down to hurt and fear. So each emotion has a feeling. We want to get from the bottom of the scale of sadness, depression, feeling this inability to feel happiness and joy, and move up the emotional scale. And so we want to get to the point of where contentment is in the middle. Content. I am not unhappy. or I'm not unhappy, I'm not happy, I'm not anything, I'm like this, I'm like content. That's a good way to get, we want to just get to that point, because I don't think you can get to joy from sadness, especially within a couple minutes. So we can't get to gratitude when we're sad, depressed, lethargic, we don't have the energy. And so how do we get to feeling that way again? When you have the compounding thoughts and you're unable to get to that point, I am unable to, and I imagine I'm not the only one, to write a gratitude list. So that would what most people would say, sit down and write all the things you're grateful for. Write about your husband and your kids and your job and your house, like all the things, and just say what you're grateful for. But when I am unable to lift myself from the bed because I am so sad, I can't get there. So what I have done is I've made a master gratitude list. So a master gratitude list is something that I have done when I do feel happy and joyful and I am feeling good about my life. I've created this master gratitude list, and it has my family, and it has, my kids and my extended family and my house, and it even has bills on there, like thank you for all of these bills, because we're able to have lights and we're able to have a car and we're able to have all these things. So having this master gratitude list, and also about you, I am grateful for blank because blank. So this is the gratitude list. I am grateful for myself. I'm grateful for the drive that I have. I'm grateful for being resilient and tenacity. I'm grateful for my pretty eyes or my, hard abs. I don't care. Whatever it is that you love about yourself, put it on this list as well. So it's all encompassing, has all the things. I mean, seriously, like I'm grateful for butterflies because they make me feel free. All the things. I mean, I would shoot for like maybe 25, 30 things at least. If you're feeling good, go to 50. Write a whole list and write them out and actually feel them. Each one you're doing, feel it. Get it out, do it quickly as you can. And then maybe even type this up. Maybe this is something that you're going to type up because it's going to be something you're going to pull out when you're not feeling happy. So you're going to write this thing out. You're going to maybe even type it up. And then when you are in those moments where it's not depression in a suicidal way, it's depression in the you don't feel like pulling yourself out of bed. You don't feel joy. Nothing feels exciting. And so it's a sadness. And you pull this list out and you read it, each one. Say it out loud. And you read each one, and during reading the one, create a mental image of the thing that you're grateful for. I'm grateful for my daughter because she is so funny and brings so much joy to our lives. And create a mental image of her in your mind. I'm grateful for my bills because I have lights and a car, and start going through all the things that you have because these bills are coming in, but look what I have in return. And so you're going to do all these, each one. And then the next time that you're feeling like you just don't feel that happy, pull out your gratitude list and go through each and every one of them and see that mental image that you've created. Maybe it's about taking some deep breaths. I don't think that it is talked about enough and taught enough about how important our breath work is. As a former smoker, you know that when you're stressed, the first thing you want to do is light up and feel that deep breath go in. It is the same thing. So you're going to breathe in through the nose, hold it, 3 seconds, breathe out your mouth. Relax, shoulders relax, stomach relaxes, everything starts relaxing, and you just do this enough so that you can get yourself into this quiet space. So you're going to be doing the calming, relaxing breaths. You're going to be reading your list through each one and seeing that mental image that you have created. And then after you feel like you're up again, okay, the light is starting to shine a little bit. you know that feeling when the light, it feels dim. Everything feels dark. You don't want to be outside. It could be beautiful, the most gorgeous day, your kids are playing outside, but if you don't feel the light inside you, you can't get there. So when you finally start to feel the light inside you start to get brighter, then I want you to get up. I want you to get up. I want you to go outside and get some fresh air and sit and listen to the birds and focus on something in nature that you love. I want you to read a book. I want you to watch a funny movie. I want you to get up and do something that fills your soul so that you can keep this momentum going. And you just want to keep going and put that one foot in front of the other. This is something that you will probably have to do many times in your life. Things happen, stress, issues with family, like all of these things will create shit storms that will get you back to this place of sadness, or something that happens that feels out of your control. You have compounding negative thoughts. So once you know this is you put this in your toolbox. This is your mental health toolbox that says, like, I'm not severely depressed. I'm not suicidal. I just feel sad and I don't know what to do about it. You want to pull this out. You want to pull this out and use it, because this whole just feel happy, just think positive thoughts, it doesn't work when you have moments like this. So get your gratitude list going. The next time, maybe today's not the day. Maybe today is not the day that you get your gratitude list going, the master gratitude list. But the next time that you feel joy and happiness and you feel like the light is a little bit brighter, write this list out, this master gratitude list, and take it out the next time that you're feeling low, and use it. And use it to help you see the light again and see the beauty around you and to feel again, because the numbness can actually just start to eat us out from the inside, eat us up from the inside. So I want you to feel again. Start to feel that excitement and happiness and joy again. And once you do, get up and keep moving and don't stop, because it's easy to fall back, isn't it? It's so easy to go right back and just crawl under the bed and put the covers over. But I believe that leads to severe depression. And so we want to catch it before it starts. So I hope that this helps. I would love to hear from you. You can email me at info@kimportertv.com or comment below, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Thank you so much.